Well, it's another part of Smash Cars. This time we're going forward and doing the flashback race. We have 2 tracks here, and they are tracks we've already gone through beforehand, but now we must go through them without any upgrades. You can tell we have 0 now, and we have to go through against AI who have upgrades. We have a new ride here that has more top speed and such. That's what we'll be using for this entire race. So, these aren't... We're not doing, like, the very original first track. We're doing Tour de Smash, but we're not doing the tutorial track. The tutorial track is no longer around. It's only for, like, that one time, and that's it. But, yeah, we're doing Tour de Smash, and we have to race backwards. We're now going backwards. Basically, against AI who are better than us, but we have boost, and we're going to need boost if we're going to get through this. And you can kind of also notice that by having that lucky break of going under the car there, I just got a bit more of a boost out of that. So yeah, flashback. The whole point of it is that, you know, you have no upgrades, the AI does. You have to get through without getting fucked. It's not that easy, because the fucking track here sucks. And just the terrain is not fun to go through. And going backwards doesn't make it harder, it just makes it equally infuriating. Though it is kind of confused on the way you're supposed to go. Like, you don't go up there anymore. You instead go this way, which we never went to beforehand. And this is now the normal track. This is now the normal path. And, yeah, some things that we did beforehand, we now have to do different kind of paths to get through. Like, we don't have to jump over from that fucking cannon area now. We have to actually take the normal route this time, all the way around the spiral, which has little bumps around the end and shit, which sucks. Yeah, you can see, if I start boosting while I'm getting bumped about, it fucks me. But, yeah, this is essentially the entire thing. And luckily, Flashback is nice enough to, you know, not let the AI essentially bully me right now. They're actually making the AI fairly fair, with all the crap they're doing right now. But, yeah, Flashback mode. It only appears once. I'm not joking. We only do this flashback shit of reverse tracks and all one time. So, I mean, they wanted to, you know, at least have a reverse track thing happen anyway. But they did not overplay it. They did not just bring it in and have every track from here on out be reverse track, reverse track, reverse track. You know, mirrored and all of that crap. They are, you know, giving us unique stuff and new shit, and keeping it somewhat fresh. But yeah, just these 2 tracks are reversed. Every other track isn't in this entire campaign, and I honestly appreciate that. I appreciate that they're, you know, not just doing, oh, it's a reverse thing now, but they're also, you know, making a challenge out of it with the AI having the upgrades while you don't. They're reversing even how these races work out, where you have the upgrades and they kinda do. But now it's like you don't have shit and you gotta verse against them with upgrades that are better than you, and also you're going the wrong way around the entire time. So yeah, I think this is actually, you know, pretty neat. I think it's a neat little race here. And again, only do it once, never do it ever again, so get used to it. Again, the biggest issue I have is the fucking terrain, because this could have been a pretty interesting and cool game if not for the fucky terrain and the physics and shit, because it really does fuck you in the entire thing. So there you go. And we just got a bit of a bonus. Not a huge amount of bonus, because unfortunately the AI is starting to pick up the pace, and really when you're going backwards, there's not much to work with. Not a lot of tracks actually have that much good to work with for backwards progression. However, you can do every track backwards. Some of them are harder than others, but it is possible for you to do it. Like right here. Remember this shortcut area? Well, it's now our regular path. It's not that easy to take care of, but that's how you get through it. And, yeah, then we go this way, we have to board the ship, and, yeah, just go that way. And instead of going all the way around the tower, just go through that little spot there, and you're fine. Make sure to jump over the cars, because they'll bump you into the water and shit. And, yeah, move on forward from there. Because, yeah, this is where you kinda can't really fail. In fact, this gives you a bit of a taste on what the rest of this game is going to be like, in that you cannot fail these at all. If you, at any point, just, like, fuck up and, you know, get stuck anywhere or get bumped in the water or whatever, or bail, there's a really good chance the AI is going to zoom right fucking past you here, and you can't really catch up, because right now you have no upgrades. They're faster than you, they can do shit better than you, and ultimately it's just kind of a huge disadvantage for you to work with. Really, this is just about, you know, not fucking up and not getting fucked in the process. Because the AI can fuck you, the terrain can fuck you, the obstacles of the moving things that can kick you or push you about or whatever, get you crushed or what have you, can fuck you. Or even just the objects to give you a small amount of points for knocking into them, like the cans and such, can fuck you. There's a lot of things that can fuck you. Again, the idea here is good. The tracks here are neat. And the fucking music's pretty okay and everything. Like, there are things that I think are of quality. And then you got the physics, and the terrain, and the AI, and how bullshit they start getting later on. And just the amount of fun you start losing as you go through this. And you fucking realize in the end that this game is just dog shit. Because it's just... the more you get through the game, the more you end up just despising the fucking game. Because it's like, the game starts being more of an asshole to you every time you go further in. Now, this isn't anything new, really. This isn't anything new, to me at least, when it comes to these sorts of games, where as you go forward more and more into the game starts being more and more of a egregious asshole. Also, I got stuck there. Great. And now I'm getting stuck on that fucking rock. Fantastic. The AI has already caught up to me. I'm panicking a little bit now. But yeah, you can see how everything is just really a problem to work with. And really, there is too much shit all over the place that is ultimately just being a problem. The bags, the little rock pebbles, the balls, the buckets, all the shit that's around here, it's too much. And even just little hilly bits on the terrain here, on the ground, can bump you about. It's a problem. But hey, I just beat the thing and, you know, not got much bonus out of it, didn't really do tricks and such. No real time for tricks, honestly. But we passed it, we got Sting, we got $300. I say we're doing pretty good so far. And now it's time for some new stuff. And by that I mean RC All-Stars Cup. Just one cup, really. It's kind of funny. You're at the front of the pack. Keep on racing. And, yeah, selling upgrades, get money for the entry fee. Don't. You already got the money but didn't fucking overspend it. Notice the fucking round prize. Also, here's Sting. Acceleration is much better. Stunt a bit lower. Top speed's the same. We can upgrade again, and I'm gonna be doing that maybe. No? Okay. But you might have noticed in the prize thing that, only first had money. From this point onward, you are, meant to get first. You are forced to get first place. If you get second place, restart. And these are new tracks, by the way, and these tracks are annoying, because they're long loops, and they last about 7 minutes, the laps you're given and shit. And they have bumps all over the place, they're confusing to navigate sometimes, and the AI is really getting aggressive now. They are really being unforgiving at this point. And, yeah, making little mistakes like that is gonna cost you severely, honestly. So, yeah, honestly, I fucking just hate this very point of the game. Because if you went through the game, like, beforehand, all the way to the flashback thing, maybe, or just before the flashback, if you went through all of that, like, you're probably getting some fun out of this. You're probably thinking this is a fun game, it's got some goofy shit, it's got a little bit of problems here and there, but you know, it's not a huge problem for me, you know, it's just a fun time. That is not the case anymore when you get into this point of the game. Because now, the AI is going to fucking kill you. The AI is here to make your life miserable by just being absolute egregious cocksuckers. And the maps are going to accompany it, because the maps are just... Oh man, these 2 maps for this cup alone, I just don't like. This one has honestly confusing mapping and just really just a lot of bumps going around. The tracks, the terrain itself, the rocks, the fucking rocks in the ground. And there's a shortcut here on the right of this hill here, this thing, that, look at this. I can't go fast on that because there's bumps fucking everywhere. If I even try to go faster than I did right there, the game will knock me off. Guaranteed. It will knock me the fuck off into the fucking abyss. And here's the worst thing about this map. If you do fall in the abyss at that outside area, there are times where the game will decide to slow down. You know, it will just start slowing down while you're falling. And then to make matters worse, I've had moments where I've landed on the wall down below, and I could not get back up at all. So I had to essentially backwards myself down into the abyss so I can restart. And as a note, the checkpoints are pretty distant. Falling down at any point, it's almost an instant restart. It's just, you're fucked. Really, if you're not using the shortcuts and you're not using your boosts on the straightaways and such, that second place guy, even the third place guy there, they're all gonna fuck you. They're all going to just zoom past and be like 20 seconds ahead of you usually if you make the most basic mistakes, sometimes out of your control mistakes. And it really is just an issue with this fucking game. And it doesn't stop. It never stops. And it's never going to stop, even at the very last event of the game. You have no choice but to get used to being thrown about, knocked about, and fucked about the entire game, really. And this game is not even at its peak of just bullshit. It's not even at the hardest yet. We're still in this track, by the way. Look at how much time it's been. Look at our lap right now. And just note the fact that I said that both this and the next one are pretty much equally the same length of 7 minutes. And also, that can happen to this map. I have had moments where I end up falling a level below, and it's not a bail. And I have to force myself to bail to get back up to that second level. last thing I want to mention is that you're probably thinking, because you can see the other path by the bridge there, you're probably thinking, what if you can boost jump your way to that path? You probably can. The problem is that the game knows this, and so they put a checkpoint there and up there, so that you can't do that. You can't just jump skip from the bridge over to the other side like that and get like a massive shortcut. And also I got lucky there phasing through that guy for some reason. But yeah, you can't just jump across down to here from that fucking bridge. You have to take the long way. You have to go through the normal path, because the game has put checkpoints around in a specific way to discourage you from making large fucking skips. And that's the thing. The fucking flashback thing, it brought up, you know, shortcuts and such. And it only wants you to use shortcuts that the game has designated for you, like this shortcut right here. Otherwise, it massively discourages you from skipping, like, fairly decent parts of the level with these checkpoints. You have to hit these checkpoints in order. If you miss a checkpoint, then you have to go back and get that checkpoint, because the other checkpoints will not be active until you got that one for the next one to then be active. So, yeah. This is some shit. This is some real fucking shit. Oh, and by the way, someone did a 100% playthrough, and they were trying to speedrun this game. This is speedrunnable, but this would be a miserable experience to speedrun. Also, it's done. And with that, 7 minutes, 45 bonus dollars, and now it's time for the Wild Wild West. I hate this one. I do. It has some dog shit shortcuts. One of them I didn't even notice until, like, way later. I'll tell you where the shortcut is, but I never went into it until way later in the game. When I was doing the Dark Horse shit for this one, which is near the end of the Let's Play almost. But, yeah, like, just, there's bumpy terrain, there's shortcuts that suck, one of them is hard to see, and, oh my god, this one is just another long one. And here's the shortcut, by the way, here's one of the shitty ones. You have all this crap in the way to just make it terrible. And also, that wall there, beyond this cow, you see that wall there that looks broken down? That's a shortcut. That is a fucking shortcut. I believe the AI will take it. But yeah, you can see them, they're taking it. It essentially lets you avoid going through all of this roundabout bullshit and takes you over to here. Like, safely and quickly. So, yeah. And then you got all this crap here. You got terrain with water around that will slow you down. You gotta jump over the water. The AI will always jump over the water, by the way. And you gotta do it while getting bumped about and getting fucked about and trying to use your boost to keep speeding through. And as you can see, Orky here is just showcasing what the AI is gonna be like from here on out. He's gonna be taking a lot of the good shortcuts. He's going to be an obnoxious piece of shit. He's going to go fucking fast. And he is not going to make many mistakes. If you hit him or get in his way, he'll make mistakes. But usually, he will not make, like, he'll almost make no mistakes in the entire race. Like, he might hit into a wall or get knocked about a little bit, but ultimately, he is going to be just zooming through this crap relentlessly without fail. So at this point, with these new tracks, by the way, you've never done before, you are expected to be really, really fucking good, even with tracks you've never done before. You're expected to be just zooming through this and making almost no mistakes at all throughout all of this. Because eventually this game is going to demand near perfection. I know, it's shocking to hear me say that about this fucking game right now, considering everything you've seen. But yes, eventually, this game demands near perfection. If you are not giving it your fucking all, oh my god, you are not going to even beat this game 100%. You probably won't even beat this game, like, at all. Because there is an ending point and there's a 100% point. And even just beating the ending point, not the 100%, but the ending point, requires you to deal with AI like this, who are going to fuck you up every time. Making one little mistake, they will zoom past your ass all the fucking time. You really cannot be careful, and you gotta be kind of more aggressive and fast and not make mistakes like that where the terrain or what have you fucks you and such, because it's out of your control really, because this game just has really wonky fucking physics and shit. You gotta deal with this crap every fucking time, and it's just not fun. And to make matters worse, look how long this map is. Look how long the last map was. These are fucking long races. Like, I've only done, what, like fucking 2 events right now? The last one, Flashback, and this one? Like, we've only oh, by the way, I missed it. You see that? The checkpoint hitboxes aren't that big. They're circles, they're boxes. You have to, like, hit them in an exact way. And look at the AI right now. Look at the fucking AI. They're not even getting bumped about. They're going straight as fuck. They're having no issues with the terrain and such, really. You are. But the AI is just flawlessly going through this crap right now. Look at this. This is bullshit. You can't even really see some of the shit, but the AI, oh, they can see it from a mile fucking way. And we gotta get first. This is legitimately where the game becomes a problem. And if this was the last lap, I would have lost right here. But we have one more lap. And yeah, we're already overlapping 5th place. The AI is already overlapping number 5. And I believe number 4 is not that far away, so we're going to be overlapping him soon. Like, fucking 2nd place is going to be overlapping 4th place. And there's potential, I believe, for you to even end up seeing 2nd place overlap 3rd place at times. Like later on, way later on, I think. So, yeah, the AI just gets super aggressive and honestly way too good at these tracks that you have no experience with, really. And if you have experience, you have barely any experience with these tracks still. Because you don't know really all of the best routes. I still fucking don't. And because of the way this game works and shit, you're still gonna struggle on this stuff. Because the game is going to fuck you when you don't want it to fuck you. I mean, look at this. The AI is already up my ass. Look at that. I bump into that shit, he's already up my ass even more. The fucking, like, hittables are a fucking problem. So much about this shit is a fucking problem. But we beat it. We got almost $500 out of that. And now we have pretty much a decent chunk of events now unlocked. We have Stunt Race free. Pull off more stunts. You'll be the star of the show. That'll be led to a checkpoint. You'll lose points. There you go. We have Hot Pot 2. Find the goods hidden on the track before time runs out. Wanna be rich. Learn to dodge bullets. Same thing there. And lastly, Dark Horse 2. Check your principles at the door. Take the fall for the Dark Horse. Choose a heavy car and smash them. So, yeah, we're going to be doing this shit. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and I believe I'm going to do the stunt race. Because this is our last stunt race, I believe. I'm not joking. By the way, I'm going to be doing it with the best stunt ability car. Because it's a stunt race. I mean, might as well, right? Also, I can't upgrade this guy because maximum there. You know what? I might as well just fucking... Yeah, there we go. Come on, come on. Do the stunt ability one. No? Gonna do Razor? We're doing Razor. Okay. Well, that's fine. This is Castle Bustle, and this is the last stunt track in the game. It is also a race track. You can kind of see from the break apart there. Yeah, we'll be dealing with the race part way later. This one, however, is quite honestly an enjoyable stunt one. It has so many opportunities to really do big tricks and shit that I am honestly okay with it. I find it to be the most fun of them all. And, yeah. I think this is the most fun of these stunt tracks. As a racetrack, this is a fucking nightmare. But, as a stunt track, this is fun. There's a lot of good jumps. There's a lot of multipliers to work with. There's some good 500 point bonuses. You need it. And at this point of what you have, you'll be able to be making massive spins. There is one thing though, this 500 here is so out of the way. You have to jump across from there into the race part area there, and then grab that, and then head back. So there you go. Here's one of my favorite jumps. Look at this. There you go. Land that shit. Look at that. An easy 200 points every time. And hey, there's this crap as well, which this 500 is actually kind of annoying. I have to, you know, sort of get across this wall and then go for it. It's awkward, and I'm not a fan. I don't think I ever bothered to go for it, maybe. Yeah. But hey, this is 500 here, and to get that 500 requires you to make a bit of a tightrope act. There's also a knight here who will fuck you about. But, yeah. Here's the tightrope. As you can see, the tightrope sucks, and you can kind of really get stuck on the ground for some reason. Anyway, just be careful, and then, you know, just try and get yourself up there, and there you go. I'm going through it again. My god. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, there's this thing, which I don't know if I'm ever going to get that 500, and that's fine. I don't even need that 500. That 500 there, I feel like I do get, because that one's a bit more easier, I think. But these multipliers, as long as you're fucking spinning hard, these are good spots. Look at this. I keep spinning right now, and look at that. That's a fucking near 500 point one. That is enough for the bonus. So yeah. Oh, I got that. Okay, I got that one. Well, there you go. I got the 500. So yeah, I got a really good run out of this. And I sincerely enjoyed this fucking track for stunts. This is the most fun stunt track to me. Like, no joke. I fucking love doing tricks here. There's so many opportunities for it, and it's so enjoyable. So, yeah. Not much else to really say about it. Yeah, I got them all. There we go. I mean, yeah, there are these little shitty ones, like that one there is like a little rock. That one just sucks. But this one, you get the most out of just doing this one, really. Look at that. You get almost 500 every time from that. Just take that, like, the 4 or 5 times it's active, and boom. You can even use the starting one there for the exact same thing, almost. And you'll be able to get thousands of points out of this entire thing. It's fun. It's good. It's enjoyable. It's not dog shit. And the AI, they can't even reach the score I get to. I can get fucking 500, like 5,000 in this one. And they can't reach it. But I think I do. I'm about to find out. Yeah, I think, oh, I'm nearly there. No? Okay, we did it. Whatever. Well, there you go. And look at that. The best they can do is 3,000. So there you go. The most fun stunt track. The most enjoyable one. We got the tornado. We got almost $700 from that one. That is great. So yeah, the money, not a problem now. And we got 2 more events to deal with, which we're doing next time in Smash Cars. We also have rare trophies. Simplest victory, get the cup and finish first. You have the chance, use it. And try to get the cup first. Later, one mistake could be fail. This is your last challenge. Make your way first and win the trophy cup. It's a unique sort of race as well. And I'll be doing all of this next time. Thanks for watching.